Hey folks, this is Kalani. Welcome to the Blackrock Foundry raid guide for normal and heroic. To start things off, we'll be looking at GRUUL.
Unworthy.
This fight consists of 2 phases and you'll go back and forth, so when phase 2 ends, you're going back to phase 1 and it's rinse repeat from there. For the majority of this fight, you'll want your raid split into 2 groups evenly, one on either side of the boss, and then between those 2 groups on either side of the boss again, you'll want each of your tanks. This positioning makes dancing around his 2 main abilities incredibly easy, so the first of these is Overwhelming Blows. He'll deal damage within 10 yards of the tank, which is going to start stacking up a debuff. It increases the damage you take from Overwhelming Blows. This needs to be swapped, but it's not too much to worry about because you need to swap for an additional debuff from Inferno Slice. So Inferno Slice does a large amount of damage to the tank with aggro and then applies a debuff to them which increases the damage from subsequent Inferno Slices by 20%. It also deals a humongous amount of damage split across everybody who is hit. That means your tank will need to go from being between the groups to stacked on top of one of them when Inferno Slice is cast. That'll make sure they don't get one shot by it and everybody else takes a portion of the damage. Inferno Slice will also apply a damage over time effect which lasts for 30 seconds. With an Inferno Slice coming out every 15 seconds or so, this means if you swap the groups that you stack on top of for Inferno Slice, you'll keep the stack down to 1 and it'll limit the amount of damage going out to your raid. When you have 2 Inferno Slices, your tanks should swap, so the other tank will take it back to the first group for Inferno Slice, while staying outside for Overwhelming Blows. It's a nice little dance for your tanks, and that's pretty much the hardest part of the fight, but he does have a few more abilities. The first of these is called Overhead Smash. Very simple, he'll face a direction and smash in a long line. Very easy to see, very easy to avoid. The next ability is called Cave In. This happens periodically and it's a little AoE on the floor. It's basically rocks falling from the ceiling, so just don't stand in it and you'll be pretty happy. The last ability to worry about is Petrifying Slam. He'll choose a few random raid members and knock them back slightly, then start turning them to stone. When they're fully stonified, they'll shatter, dealing damage to all allies within 8 yards. If you're chosen to become a statue, simply move out from your group, make sure no one's within 8 yards, and then move back when it's all over. GRUUL enters phase 2 every 70 seconds or so, where he basically starts slamming the ground repeatedly. It's the same deal as Overhead Smash, very easy to see, very easy to avoid, and phase 2 is basically free DPS. After it's all over and he's stopped his tantrum, it'll go back to phase 1 and you rinse repeat. And that's it. As long as your tanks understand what they're doing, GRUUL is a really easy fight, and that should be everything you need to take him down. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you. Feel free to check any of the other guides for bosses in Blackrock Foundry for normal and heroic. The links will be updated when they become available. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.